One of the exciting things about working in a law office is that you get to meet all kinds of different people, people from different social, cultural, ethnic backgrounds, different ages, and some pretty colorful people. In the following interview, we have a paralegal dealing with a client who presents some difficulties in terms of their unique approach to life, I suppose. Look at how the interviewer tries to manage the client and consider what works in the process and perhaps what doesn't work for the interviewer.
I'm Mr. Tobin's trained legal assistant, and he has asked me to come today and to ask you a few questions about the situation with Dr. Goody.
Yes.
And we work for the College of Psychologists of British Columbia, who you filed your complaint with. And so we are the college's counsel. Okay? Now, I've been doing this for a while, and I'd just like to point out that in front of me I have paper so that I can write down a few notes so that I can give this to Mr. Tobin so that he understands the full situation. And also, whatever you say to me is held within confidence and will remain confidential within the law firm. Okay. So why don't we get started? Would you like anything to drink, water, or?
No, I'm fine. I'm
Good.
perfectly fine.
Great. So why don't we get started? And why don't you tell me about the situation, about the complaint?
You see, it all started with that Dr. Goody, as you know. I didn't want to go and complain to the college,
Right.
but it was my nephew. He thought it is my duty, to make that complaint about her to the college. See, and then they sent me here. They said I should come and see the lawyer.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, That's it. So I'm here to tell you, But I didn't bring the complaint. I have the copy of the complaint.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I didn't bring it. I forgot. When you get old, when you're my age, like, when you become 75, you kind of tend to forget things,
Yes.
You have to write things down. That's why I always write things down, but today I forgot.
Don't worry.
So many things to remember sometimes.
Yes, there are. Now, what is your relationship with Dr. Goody?
Oh, like I put in the complaint, it is she's my tenant.
Okay.
I've got this nice, beautiful, big house. Six suites.
Oh, wow.
They're all self-contained. It's a beautiful house. I rent it out to 6 people, and she is one of my tenants.
Oh, okay.
She's a good girl. Don't get me wrong. She's a good girl. But there's something wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did she sign a lease with you? Do you remember
Let's
the date?
see. Like about 3 years ago.
Okay. 3 years.
Let's see. Maybe slightly more than 3 years ago. I really cannot remember the exact date. But I have the lease agreement, and you see, I do everything legally. It's like, I'm very particular about all this. And I have it in my diary too. I write everything down, and I have my diary. Oh, my diaries. They go back, like, way back, Oh, I think I started having diaries since I was a little girl, And I have most of them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's great. Great to write a diary. Actually, could I ask for you to bring that diary in? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a list of things that we would like to see that would be very useful to us, because do you have any dates in this diary? Or?
Oh yes, they are all the regular, the big diaries,
Great.
Like, because I write a lot, I like to write.
Oh, good.
I should have been a writer, but, yes. Oh, those days are gone anyway, and yeah, they're big diaries.
Okay.
They've got lots of notes, but I cannot give you my diaries though.
Okay.
Okay? I
Okay.
cannot leave them with you. I'll bring them. You can look at them.
Sure, and we can photocopy what we need.
You can do that,
from
but I will walk out of here with my diary.
Sure.
Okay?
That's no problem.
Okay. Because I need my diaries.
Right, right. That's understandable. Okay. Well, why don't we get back to, first of all, where is this house that you rent out? What is the address?
It is on West 14th.
Okay.
It is 5285
Mhm.
West 14th.
West 14th. Okay. And that's in Vancouver?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Now, do you remember more precisely the date of when Dr. Goody came to live in your house?
No, it was like, she signed the lease and then within 2 weeks or so, very short period, and she moved in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Very nice girl. Like her.
Great.
Oh, I used to like her.
Mhm. Now, why did you file the complaint?
You see, she's been acting very strange lately. She's a psychologist, and you know that.
Mhm.
She's been acting very, very strange lately because she's been doing very strange things. She set fire to my place. I mean, she didn't really set fire, but again, she did set the fire. I don't know how to explain it, but there was a fire in my place, and she was the cause of it. Whether she did it deliberately or not, she was the cause of it. And she's been doing crazy things, and one day, like about almost 2 months ago now, she called me at home and she told me that she was acting so strange on the phone. She sounded so strange. She told me that she's going to move out. And I said, okay, fine. And she said that her mother was going to come and collect all the things from her. No, let's see. Oh no, first she said she's going to move out in 2 weeks. I said, okay, that's fine. But I was worried because she hasn't paid her rent, 2 months.
Okay.
I'm a good landlord, I listen to them. But she hasn't paid her rent in 2 months, Do you pay rent on time?
Yes, I try to.
You rent a place?
Yes. Yes.
Good. Because it's very important. People like me, we are old, we live off these things, we have no other income. This government nowadays, you don't get anything from them.
True.
Oh.
Actually, my father is a landlord, so
Oh,
I
you
know
see.
the
Oh, you
stress
see.
that you go through.
Then you know. Oh. Not many people understand my situation, Especially people who are renting from me,
Right.
But on the whole, all my tenants are good. She hasn't paid her rent for 2 months. And so she said she's moving out in 2 weeks, and then, but she's a good girl. She's been good all this while, I'm sure she'll pay her rent. She's got a job, although now I'm not so sure. And she said she's going to move in 2 weeks. So I said, okay, fine. We will talk about it when I live close to the building.
Okay.
I live very close, so it's just like 5 minutes walk for me, so that I can
Great.
go and check on the place. So I said I'll come over. I told her I'll go over that day, and she said she's not going to be home that day. I said okay, fine, I'll go over when she's there. And then she said okay, fine, and then and she had this strange tone, She's usually a very nice, cheerful person, but she spoke very quickly, like, Miss Messner, I'm going to be moving out in 2 weeks. I just want to let you know. That's not how she usually talks to me, but I thought it was a bit strange, but maybe she was in a hurry to run out. Besides just whispering, Like, why would anyone whisper?
Right.
It was strange. So strange.
Okay.
And then she called me back about 10 minutes later, and she says, Mrs. Messner, I am going to be moving out today, but I'm not going to be there. My mother is going to come and collect my things. Now, and my nephew was at home, was visiting me at that time, it was his day off. It's a good very good boy. He always comes, helps me out, you know, like mow the lawn and things like that. Anyway, he was visiting, and I thought, oh, you know, her mother is going to come and collect her things. I thought maybe I could go and help her move, you know, pack, so that, you know, her mother, she is actually so much younger than me, but she's very weak, you know. I'm very strong for my age, you know. People don't say I'm 75, you know, but I don't tell them my age. I'm telling you because this is a legal matter, right?
Right.
And anyway, so I decided to take my nephew there, and I have a key to the place. I have the key to all the suites. You know, I'm the landlord, you know, I should have it, you know, in case any emergencies, you know. And I went in there, and oh my God, oh, you should have seen the place. Oh, it was terrible. It was filthy. Oh, I don't know how she could live there. You know, it was terrible. It was dirty. It had, you know, leftover food from I don't know from how long. It was smelly. It was dirty, and she had scribbled all over the floor. You know, and for a moment I thought that, you know, it was vandalized or something. But no, you know, because she had written all over the wall, and it was her handwriting. At first it was vandalized, but the handwriting just showed that it was her, you know. And I saw this big diary, you know, like a big notebook, you know. And I'm not a snoop, okay? I'm not a snoop. I want you to understand that. But I saw the diary open, you know. So and my nephew saw it too, and she had written something like, I will not let them tell me what to do. And she kept repeating that like about 100 times, you know, 100 lines. And then the next line would be like, I will not listen to the voices in my head. Something like that, you know, like, oh, she's been like, it's like she's been punishing herself. You know, they used to do that when I was in school, when I was a little girl, you know. I used to eat in class, and my teacher would say, you are going to write 500 lines, Carol. You're going to write, I will not eat in class. I will not. Oh, but that didn't stop me, you know. The teacher thought it did. Oh, yeah. Anyway, you know. Then, so my nephew thought this was a big problem, you know. And oh yes, you know, the reason why he thought this was a big problem is because on the phone she told me that she's not going to come home, but she's got a child custody case to hear. You know, she's a psychologist, and I also told him, you know, because he was there, I told him what she told me, and he said this is dangerous. Like, if she's hearing child custody case and she is this kind of a person, if she had done everything that was, you know, that was there, then there was something really wrong with her, and I should lodge a complaint. And then now, when I think back, she has been like a little bit funny. Actually, not just a little bit, quite a bit funny. For a long time, I think. Like maybe at least for the past 3 months, she's been funny. You know? It's like you don't think about it, you know. People do things, you know, crazy things, and you just say, oh, there's nothing wrong. And then you see something really terrible, and you say, oh, that person was crazy. Oh, why didn't I see that, you know? So he made me go to the college. He drove me there. I don't know about these things, you know. He said, you know, he's like a Sherlock Holmes, you know. Yeah.
Sounds like a nice nephew.
Oh, he's very nice boy. You know, he likes mystery movies and everything. Yeah. So he took pictures, photographs of the place, you know. What she wrote, and he also photocopied it, you know, because there was a photocopy store close to where I live, and then he made copies of the thing, you know. I don't know. He likes to play detective, you know. But he said I should make a complaint, you know, because this is like children's future are at stake, and I should make a complaint, and I did, and I went there, and in fact he was there with me, you know.
Good.
You know, you should talk to him. He's a very smart boy, you know.
Miss Messner, what is your nephew's name?
Oh,
please.
It's Mark Korean.
And how do you spell his last name?
K
Mhm. Mhm.
U-R-I-A-N.
Great. And do you have a phone number for Mark?
Oh,
please?
yes. It's 877
Mhm.
2543.
2543. Great. Okay. Well, you've given me a lot. That's great. Now, you say that you have a diary.
Yes.
So I will get you to bring that in so that we can photocopy it and I will return it to you, definitely.
Okay.
And the place that Dr. Goody lived at was on West 14th, 5285. Now, perhaps there's 6 suites, you say. Perhaps what I could do is get you to draw out the house.
Sure.
And where Dr. Goody lived, where the other tenants are, just so that I can visualize where she lived, please, if you would.
Okay, it's a beautiful house, you know. I don't know if you've been around there. It's
Yeah,
a
West
beautiful
14th has a very beautiful houses.
Yeah.
A lot of heritage houses, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. My husband bought it like a long time ago, but
Oh, nice.
you know, that's one thing that man did that was good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. It is like 2 stories, right?
Right.
3 suites on top. They're all self-contained. That's another thing. They're all self-contained. She's got a hot plate in the middle,
Okay.
you know, near the living area.
Mm-hmm.
Now what is she doing with that? You know?
Okay.
Didn't I provide everything?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, this room upstairs here, the middle one,
Yes.
this is the old professor,
Okay.
you know. He's got an eye on me. No, you know, when you reach a certain age, you don't think about those things. Yeah, he's a nice man,
Right.
very nice man. Old professor here. This is the noisy music student. You know,
Okay.
it's a good thing this professor cannot hear that well, you know. This boy is so noisy. Okay?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a very good boy too. You know.
Okay, I'll just write professor, music. Okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. And this one, this is the exchange student.
Mm. Okay.
This is an exchange student. She's not there, you know. Sometimes she's there, sometimes she's not, you know. She's
Okay.
off and on, but she pays her rent on top. She's very good,
Good. Okay.
very good, you know. And she's Japanese.
Okay. Japanese. Okay.
And then over here is a fellow, the crazy cat. You know this cat, I put him on the ground floor so that, you know, the cat can go out and do its business.
Mhm.
No, it does inside the house, right in the middle. I have to deal with all these complaints, you know. And the cat would scratch the walls and everything, and then, you know, yeah. Don't be a landlord.
Okay. I'll take your advice.
This would go. This one is the guy with the cat.
Okay.
And then this one at the back here, this is Dr. Goody.
Okay.
She gets the whole backyard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. So, and actually we had 2 suites empty at that time when she came in, but I decided to give her that. And she liked it too because she's got the backyard, you know. She liked the backyard.
Right.
Now I know why she liked the backyard. At that time I didn't quite understand, but now I do.
Okay.
And then over here, this boy is moving out actually. He's moving out in like 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
getting somebody else coming here. Yeah. And this is like the common area, you know.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like a nice layout. Good.
Yeah.
Now, you said Dr. Goody has the backyard.
Yeah.
Why did you say that she likes the backyard?
This might sound strange, you know. Like at least, let's see, twice a week, I would go and do my rounds.
Right,
You know,
right.
look at the place and make sure I really take care of my buildings and I take care of my tenants. And if there's any complaint, any time of the day, in the middle of the night, I run down there and take care of it.
Mhm.
You know, I like that.
Yes.
So I was doing my rounds one of these days, and she was in the backyard. You know, I went around. You know, I went around and fine. Then I went around the backyard, and I saw her sitting there. You know, she's sitting there facing the fence. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and she had those, you know, those new invention. You know, those piano things.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she had one of those. She's playing, and then she was conducting, and she was also singing. So she was doing 3 things. But, you know, it just seems strange. There was nobody there. She's facing the fence, you know. And first I stood there and I watched her, and then I thought, you know, we all have our strange ways of releasing stress, you know. So I thought maybe that's what she's doing. You know, this music sounded okay, you know, it's not bad. It's not Beethoven or anything, you know, but it was okay. So I just let her be, and I went away, you know. So
Do you know when this occurrence happened?
oh,
Ms. Metzner?
let's see. About let's see, 4 months ago.
Okay. Would you have that written in your diary
Sure.
too?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good thing you asked me. You see, that's why I forget things. That's why I write them in my diary.
Okay.
You know, I'm very
Great.
good about it.
That diary sounds very helpful.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah, that's great. Okay, now you've also mentioned another incident about a fire.
Oh,
Can you explain more about that situation, Ms.
yes.
Metzner?
you see, I this was like late at night one day. You know, it was pretty late, and then I get this phone call. You know, and it was the boy with the cat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you know, he's nothing but trouble. He's a good boy though, you know, I cannot say he's nothing but trouble, you know. It's a cat, that's the trouble, you know.
Right.
Next time I'm going to say, no more cats in the building, no more pets, you know, because they cost me more money than anything else. You see? So, now where was I?
Now you're explaining the fire situation.
Oh, okay. So, he called me one day. I don't know, it's like, I think this was before the doctor became a symphony conductor. You know, this
okay.
is before that.
Mm-hmm.
He called me and he said there's a fire, you know, there's smoke coming out from this Dr. Goody's place.
Okay.
You know, so I was afraid for her safety more than anything else, you know. So I said I'm going to run down there, you know. So I said I'm coming, and he said he had called the what do you call those people? The fire people.
Fire
you know?
attendants? Yeah.
Yeah. He said he's called them, you know, and they're coming. So, but I had to go be there because I'm the owner, right? You know,
Right.
you know, what will they think of me if I wasn't there?
Right, right.
So I rushed down there and I went to take a look, and I had the key to Dr. Goody's place. You know.
Okay, right.
Yes, and they tried knocking on the door. You know, the boy did, but there was no sound, so we thought she was hurt. So I had my key. We opened the door and we went in, and she was there. She was just like, she was awake. You know, that is so strange. You know, she was awake. Why didn't she answer the knock?
Right, right.
That's why I say it is so strange. I mean, there's a fire in the place, you know, in your suite. Anyway, we went in there, and there was a big hole in the carpet, and she said that she had been smoking, and she dropped the cigarette, but she doesn't smoke. You see?
Okay.
You know? She thinks I'm old and stupid, you know. I might be an idiot sometimes, but I don't think I'm that stupid. Yeah. Anyway, so I went in there, and there was a big patch, but she had kind of put it out. It was still smoking, you know. It was still
right.
smoking. There was still smoke coming out of there. She had burned a big hole in the carpet, and now, you know, then I have to pay to replace the carpet, and then now it's filthy, and now I have to replace it. I don't think you can clean the stains off the carpet. It is terrible.
Okay.
You know, I don't know what she's done. I don't know what she did.
Okay.
You know, but she said she was smoking. Then she said no, she was not smoking. She said she had lit those. You know, nowadays people are crazy about those candles, those nice smelling scented candles. Yeah, she said she had lit one of those, and I think it kind of fell over or something, and that's how the fire started.
Okay.
You know, but I don't know. You know, then why didn't she answer the door, right? You know?
Now you said the fire attendants did come?
No. Actually,
they
we
didn't?
called them back. We called them
okay.
back. I think somebody took care of it, and they didn't show up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they didn't show up. You know, I'm really trying to think.
Would that be in your diary?
For
Okay.
sure.
For sure?
sure.
Okay. And the date of this situation?
For sure.
Okay. Okay, so we'll get that from you. Fire and date. Okay. Now, you also said that you received a phone call from Dr. Goody saying that she was going to move out. Do you know where she was calling from at all?
She said she's calling from the hospital.
Okay. Do you know which?
You know what? She said she got herself admitted. That is what she said. That's why she said she couldn't come and get her things, but her mother is going to come and get her things. She got
Okay.
herself admitted. You know, I didn't ask her why she got herself admitted.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay, well that's all right.
Sometimes you just don't think, you know?
Yeah, that's all right. Do you know what hospital she was admitted to?
I don't know, maybe it's the crazy hospital. Maybe, what do you call those hospitals? You know?
There's quite a few.
You know, it's where they put the crazy people. Maybe she thought she was going crazy. She got herself admitted. I mean, she's a doctor, you know. If she cannot figure out for herself that she's going crazy, then she's not going to be able to help other people who are going crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're not sure which hospital though?
No.
No? Okay,
no.
that's no problem. That's no problem. It's good to know. Now, you said she also had a strange tone in her voice and she was speaking very quickly. Can you explain any more details about that?
It was like she was running away from somebody. You know, it's like when somebody's trying to come and get you, and you have to get your message out quickly. You know, you have to say whatever you have to say quick. That's how.
Okay.
And then the next one, she's whispering. I don't know.
Okay.
It was also strange.
Okay. And so those were on the same day, the phone calls?
Yes, like within 10 minutes, I guess, of each from one phone call to another. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
My nephew will remember.
Okay.
My nephew will definitely remember.
Yes, I will actually contact Mark, if that is all right.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
he would like to help. Yes.
Good.
He's very helpful.
Very great. That's great. Now, with the suite, when you went into the suite, after she said she was moving, she also said her mother was going to pick up her things. Did her mom ever come?
No.
No. Okay.
No. You know, and I never thought about it.
Okay.
How strange. Her mother never showed up. And I was so, you know, so caught up in what was happening. I was so distressed. I was so upset that she ruined one of my beautiful sweets, you know.
It's understandable.
You know, we packed up her things and put it in the corner.
Right.
And
Okay. That's all right. No problem. That's understandable. It's a stressful time, definitely, to undergo this. Now, you also said that when you and your nephew went into her suite, you said that it was filthy and the place was horrible. There were stains. There were writings. Can you explain details about this?
you know, this is like you're watching television or something. You know, when you see these horror movies, somebody takes lipstick and writes in the mirror, and she has done things like, you know, on the mirror I think she wrote something like go away or get lost or something like that. It was big.
Okay.
But I know it's lipstick.
Okay.
I use lipstick, so I know it's lipstick. You know.
Okay.
And yeah.
And she had a hot plate.
Yeah, for sure. You
Okay. And there was rotten food.
know. Sardines. Oh.
Okay. Okay. You also mentioned that your nephew was able to take pictures and photocopy her diary.
Yeah.
Would you know if your nephew has the negatives or these photocopies?
Actually, he gave me a copy. You know,
Okay.
I have it. I should have brought them.
That's okay.
You know, I
I'll
should have.
I'll
You
put
see?
it on the list for you, Miss Metzner. so that you can take it home and then you can bring that in?
Oh,
okay.
good. Because I always forget things, you know.
Right.
You know, I've got so many things on my mind, you know. My
Yes.
granddaughter is getting married soon, you know.
Oh, wow.
So
That's exciting.
You know, yeah, it is, but it is also very stressful,
Yes.
you know. You know,
I
when
can
you get to
imagine.
be my age, you will understand.
And being a landlord is a full-time job.
Oh yes. Oh,
Definitely. Okay. Now, Ms. Metzner, Dr. Goody also mentioned about a child custody hearing.
yeah. You know, she usually she's because she's told me this before. Okay, her job has to do something to do with, like, you know, people get divorced and then they don't know about, you know, where to put the child, and you know, when they have problems, something like that, you know. And then you know, like you see on TVs, you know, like these psychologists, they go and they talk to the children, and then they talk to the husband, they talk to the, you know, mother, and then they talk to the father, and then they tell, you know, this child is better with the mother or the father, you know, that kind of thing. She does a lot of that, you know.
Okay.
She does a lot. So she said she's got another hearing coming. I cannot quite remember like when it is, but
Okay.
I hope it was not when she called me, you know.
Okay.
Because I think that child's life is ruined if she had to decide, you know, in her state of mind. Oh,
Right.
oh, poor children.
Okay.
I hope not.
So you're concerned about her
Yes,
clients.
of course, you know. I had children too, and I have grandchildren, I have great-grandchildren. Oh,
Okay.
you
Yes,
imagine?
understandably so, definitely.
You know, your life is dependent on a crazy woman?
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
I cannot wish that upon anybody.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely. Well, it's something to definitely look into. Now, when you filed the complaint, what would you like to see done by the College of Psychologists of BC?
you know, what I want is, if she's not fit to be a doctor, if she's not fit to do her job, they should kick her out.
Okay.
They should kick that person out, because you know, these are children's life. You know how children, they're very, very precious. You know, you cannot let a crazy woman run their lives, or decide what their life is going to be like, you know. So I think something should be done about that,
Right. Okay.
you know. And that's why they say I should come and talk to you, because they say your lawyer deals with these cases.
Yes. Well, we work for the college, so we assist them in legal matters.
You're not going to take me to court.
Well, I will make that a note of concern, and that will be addressed by Mr. Tobin when he speaks to you.
Because I don't want to go to court, you know.
Okay.
I
No, I'll
you know,
definitely tell.
I get very nervous, you know, in front of judges and everybody, you know. They just make me nervous, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Their suits and everything, they just make me so nervous.
Okay. I'll mention that to Mr. Tobin, that you are concerned about going to court. That's no problem. And he'll address that with you. Yes. Is there any other questions that you have?
Yes, one thing, you know, it's been 2 months, I have moved her things. Can I bring a new tenant in? She didn't pay her rent.
Okay.
You know, it's been 2 months. I told her it's college, and she has not come back.
Okay.
I don't know if she's anywhere else, but anyway, I don't have her contact number, you know.
Okay.
And her mother has gone to Ontario or something to visit her sister or something, you know, because I found out from the neighbors, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of know her mother, and you know, we're all almost the same age, so we know all
Right.
our friends. And then I found out, you know, and when she said her mother was going to come and pick up things, her mother wasn't here in Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
You know, she's a liar.
Okay.
You know, you shouldn't play like that with old people, you know. That's very bad,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, so I will make sure that also Mr. Tobin addresses the new tenant, if you can bring in a new tenant into the suite there. Now, have you been in contact with the mum personally at all?
I know the woman, but I haven't been able to talk to her. Like I said, she's visiting, you know, Dr. Goody's sister.
Right,
In Ontario, somewhere,
Okay.
somewhere there, I think.
Do you have a phone number for Dr. Goody's mother? Or a name?
I have it at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get you to bring that in.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. She might be in the phone book. Her name is Ruth Goody.
Ruth Goody. Great.
Yes.
Thank you. That helps. Okay. Now, are there any other incidences or any situations that you would like to tell me about?
No, no. Can I claim insurance for the carpet she damaged in the in this? Can I claim for that? I don't know. You know.
Okay, I
You
will
know,
definitely write
have,
that down.
I have already. I've cleaned the place out. You know.
Right.
You know. But the carpet is filthy, and you know, my nephew brought the. You know, you go and rent those things and you clean the
carpet cleaner?
Yeah, but
Yes.
it's not a good job. I think I have to replace it. But you know, would insurance pay?
Okay, okay. I will get that addressed by Mr. Tobin.
Okay.
He'll be glad to answer those questions for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Anything else that you can recall
No.
about the situation?
You know, oh, I think I'm very tired. You know, it takes just,
Yes.
you know,
It's very
tiring.
exhausting, isn't it?
It is. It's very exhausting.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
Now, when you go home, I'm going to photocopy this list and also give you this copy of this list so that you can go home, and I would like you to bring in your diary and so that I can photocopy it and I will return it to you. I would also like you to get the photocopies and the negatives. You said you had a copy, so if you could bring those in,
Yes, yes.
that would be great. And also Ruth Goody, if you...
I don't
sorry.
have the negative. I have copies of the pictures and
Okay.
the photocopy. I don't have the negative.
Okay,
His camera, he keeps the negative.
Okay.
You talk to him.
okay, sure.
I cannot make promises for him,
No problem.
but he's very helpful. I can tell you that much.
Good. Well, even the copies would help. That would be great. And also Ruth Goody, if you do have her name or her sister's name, that would be great. Name and number.
Okay.
Okay. And that would be great. Now, if you leave this office and, you know, sometimes your memory, you remember things quickly, I will write down my phone number. So you can call me at any time. Okay. Simoneqt. And I can always put you through to Mr. Tobin. Now, Mr. Tobin will be meeting with you. I'm going to go type this out, go over it with him. I will be in contact with you in the next few days.
Okay.
I would say tomorrow. I'm putting it on my agenda for tomorrow. I will call you in the morning so that we can set up a meeting for you to meet with Mr. Tobin. And he will definitely address all the issues of not going to court, your concerns about a new tenant, and also the insurance. He will go over all those things. And any other details. But if you do think of something or anything, you just give us a call. Okay? Now, just to make sure our file is accurate, Ms. Metzner, I was wondering if I could get a phone number that I could contact you at.
Okay.
Please.
You can call me at 8.
Yeah?
874
Right?
9499.
Okay. And can I leave a message
You
there
can
at all?
always leave the message. I always check, you know, I might be old, but I'm good with all these kind of technology, you know, I can check my message from anywhere.
Great, great.
Yes.
And now I have your address as 128 West 12th Avenue. Is that all right?
Yes.
That's right. And your postal code is V3M6J2.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. So that is great. And so is there a better time to call you at, Miss Metzner?
No, you can call me anytime.
Anytime.
I'll pick up my messages, I'll call you back.
Okay, great. Also, I've wanted to just get one more thing, was the complaint date that you signed the complaint form with the college. Do you remember it by any chance?
You know, like I'll bring the form. When I
Okay.
bring the diary, you know, I have the
Yes.
form. I have a copy. I don't have the original because they
Right.
keep the original, right?
Yes.
Okay. Don't they?
Complaint form.
Is that the standard procedure? They keep the original and give me a copy?
Yes, that is the procedure.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, because they gave me a copy because I was wondering, like, it's my complaint, you know, I must get the original back. They should keep the copy. But they said, no, it's standard procedure. You get the copy, we keep the original. So I said, okay, fine, you know, what am I going to do with it anyway, you know?
Right.
So
Well,
I'll
you
bring
keep
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great, and I'm sure we'll be getting a copy of that too. So that's great, Miss Metzner. You've been a lot of help. Great help to us. Thank you for meeting with us.
Yeah. I feel better now, you know. Now
Good.
I know somebody's going to take care of this, you know. And don't forget about my case, okay? My new tenant thing.
Definitely.
Yes.
I have it all written here.
Yeah.
See?
'Cause,
Right
you
there.
know, I rely on my rent, right? So,
Yes, yes, I understand that that's your means, so that's no problem. But it was very nice meeting you, and I will show you out to the door, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.